Okay, so today is going to be a video day. This first video is one that was requested of me a while ago and I haven't had a chance to put it together, but since I am repacking my bag, today is a very good time to do it. So this video is about what I can't live without in terms of first aid, injury prevention, injury recovery, dealing with those things that just come up. Oftentimes, you guys will message me and say, I cut myself. I got stung by something. My kid twisted their ankle. I have a sports injury. And what do I do? And I want to remind you that the goal of being part of Bedrock Nation as a whole and being part of this tribe is that you are the only physician you and your family will ever need, which means you need to be prepared. You can't wait until something happens to be ready for something to happen. And so these are the items that I am absolutely never without. That means they go with me everywhere. When I travel, when I'm at a game, when I'm at a practice, when we're just out in the car doing something, it is always 100% of the time with me. I have a backpack that stays in the back of my SUV and it goes with me wherever I go. These items all over my table right now are the items that stay in that backpack, which means I have duplicates in my house. These are the ones for travel. So I'm going to walk you through the things that I can't ever live without in terms of my kids and my own health, safety, and just dealing with the unexpected, because life is all about the unexpected. So we do have a list of items in our Oily Solutions group, and we'll move it over to the Bedrock group, of the 25 essential oils that you should absolutely never leave your house without. That means I have these little cases. I've got ones, these hold 10 oils at a time, but I have a bigger one that holds 40 at a time that I usually have. And then I also have things like this bag that I will throw oils in. So inside this backpack, because everything's got to fit inside a backpack, I use a soft bag. Now, I have these for packing. I have these for different ones. So whatever you like. I personally love these little black ones. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and I have all different things in them. And that's how I keep things organized, so I know which pouch to pull out. But I want to talk a little bit about what goes in each one so that you know. And then these all fit very neatly. They stack inside my backpack. So first things first, I always have a plethora of essential oils, because essential oils will replace absolutely everything you would purchase over the counter. And we have several tutorials on how to do that. They are the original medicine. There is no medication that you buy on the market or that is prescribed that didn't first come from something found in nature, and then we found a way to synthetically make it. That means the original is usually better. It's usually more effective. It's usually more affordable. It usually works faster, and it usually has less or no side effects. It's not to say that there's no precautions in using these things. Please understand that. But we do teach on safety, efficacy. When I use essential oils, most of you know there are two brands that I use. I used to be a huge Young Living user, and then I switched over to Revive. So you'll notice that in my essential oils, I have some of both. I love Revive because it is the exact same quality, exact same efficacy as Young Living at a fraction of the price, and more importantly, they ship faster. I was really having problems with Young Living not shipping very quickly when I needed something, or when something I ran out of something. And so I love the Revive oils. They are still therapeutic grade, so it's not just about being organic, and we have a tutorial on what the difference between fragrance oils, organic oils, and therapeutic grade essential oils and what that means. But you always want to make sure that you are using a therapeutic grade essential oil that is unadulterated. So always going to have things like tea tree oil for skin irritations, sandalwood for skin, lavender. Actually, this one's lavender, I think. This one's lavender for skin issues, cuts, burns, scrapes, wounds, as a disinfectant. I always carry citronella for the bugs. Then I'm always going to have my pain oils with me. So for pain, I've always got my Copaiba, my frankincense, my balsam fir, my holy basil, always, always, always. Digestive distress, I'm going to have peppermint. I'm going to have either Digize or Digest Aid, which is a blend of essential oils for if you don't have that, you can use peppermint, ginger, clove. I had fennel laying over here somewhere. I always carry some citrus for cleaning, to add to my water, whatever. Hyssop is also good for muscle pain, nerve pain, injuries like cuts and burns, so I always keep that around. Clove is an antiseptic, also acts as an antibiotic, which with frankincense and oregano make up my cold, flu, and antibiotic balm. Myrrh and rosemary, which I use for ear infections, a lot of times, or ringing in the ears or vertigo, I'll put them behind the ears. Thieves, which obviously is part of my antibiotic balm, which we talked about earlier, and all the recipes for those things are in the groups. If I'm traveling, I also keep a sleep blend like Rutavala or Sleepy Time, and German chamomile is my favorite chamomile. For the sniffles or respiratory issues, eucalyptus, RC. This is a blend already put together called, there's one called Sniffles, there's one called Breathe Again. I think this is Breathe Again. Those types of things. Always, always, always with me. And they go in my little bag, and then they go in my big bag. Okay, so moving on from essential oils. Those are the things that you have to have all the time. What else do I have to have all the time? Well, in the event that someone has gotten accidentally poisoned, gluten, canola oil, has a reaction to something that we eat, there's accidental vegetable oil or something like that, we react very quickly, inflammatory, or alcohol, and there's a hangover, you want to detox after something like that, I always keep activated charcoal around. But we also use OGS. The difference between these, we already have a video on. Activated charcoal can be used once a day and not for more than 7 consecutive days. Anyone that tells you you can take this for more than 7 consecutive days does not know how the gut microbiome works. Don't take their advice. I get that from naturopaths a lot who recommend long-term use of this. Don't. Instead, we use OGS. OGS stands for Organic Gut Solution. It is pure ionized carbon. It is taking this up about 9 notches. In terms of safety and efficacy, it is better for the gut microbiome because it leaves good bacteria alone and it only attaches itself to the things that do not belong. Whereas the activated charcoal is going to take both the good and the bad out of the gut. It's going to act as a filter that's going to get rid of things you actually need to keep your immune system strong. Okay, so activated charcoal, acute, fast, not long term. OGS is safe for everyday use, helps with parasites, digestive distress, keeping the microbiome healthy, getting rid of bad bacteria, yeast, candida, that type of thing. Okay. I also keep some black seed oil around for gut issues. With the essential oils, I keep a little baggie of empty capsules, gelatin capsules, so that I can make bombs when I need to. Okay, moving on to the fun stuff. So this bag here contains my tapes and my bandages. So I always in here have pre-wrap, athletic tape, kinesio tape in multiple colors. And then I have an ACE bandage, and then I have waterproof tape, bandages, big bandages, gauze pads, regular bandages. Anything that I would need in terms of that stays in here with a pair of bandage scissors, so that I can dress a wound, or I can get the kids taped up prior to a game or a practice, or I can treat a sprain. Okay. In addition to that, I keep, that's that bag. My next bag is for pain and painful injuries. So in here I have these little pads which have like a analgesic pain reliever on them, something with eucalyptus. So here, I'll take one out, and one of these is open, and I'll show you. Anyway, they're little pads that stick on, and they have like a coating that has something along the lines of these on them, where it's got arnica or something to make things hot or cold. So like your typical biofreeze, right? But I use these Cryoderm and Cryoheat. They're pharmaceutical grade. I keep those around, so cold, hot, depending on what they need. I have a couple different versions of CBD balms and ointments, some of my favorites. And there's several that we recommend. Everything in here is available through my Linktree. There is a first aid tab. There is an immune support tab. Everything that I use, everything that my family uses, all of it is always contained, and I update my Linktree constantly. My favorite thing to have around, so I've always got magnesium lotion, because I'm going to add my essential oils to that when I need to. The magnesium spray stays in here. And then I've got arnica, and usually there's Zyflamin, but that is one thing I am out of. Also anti-inflammatories, pain relief, in addition to my essential oils, which always come first. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, next is gonna be like first aid, antiseptic stuff. So I keep, the other one. I do keep some Goodyear BC powder. It's powdered aspirin because it works faster. Aspirin is the only non-steroidal anti-inflammatory I ever use, and I only use it occasionally for emergencies. This is the best thing in the world. This colloidal silver honey ointment comes in a spray as well. I have bottles of this everywhere, outside, in the car, in the house, in the bathrooms, in the barn. I use it on the animals, and I use it on the people. It is antiseptic. It helps speed up healing. It is a natural antibiotic. It contains manuka honey and colloidal silver. I also have essential oil-based bug spray. And I usually have, and I don't see them around, I gotta find out where those went to. Somebody stole them out of my bag. These wipes that have essential oils on them for bugs as well. Those work better than anything in the world. And then some of my favorite ointments. So the rose ointment, also animal sense ointment. I usually have one of those. They're pretty much interchangeable with one another. This is just a raw balm that we make beeswax coconut oil. I could put any essential oil in it. Tallow butter I usually have, so I travel with a couple different tallow butters. So this one contains colloidal silver and manuka honey and frankincense. This one contains clove. It's really great for rashes. It's great for cuts and scrapes and things like that, because it does have clove already in it. It has lemon in it. It has, I have a whole list of what's in here. It's cardamom, ginger, clove, nutmeg, orange, cinnamon, and I missed something. It's cardamom, lemon, clove, nutmeg, orange, ginger, and cinnamon. I love that. And then I carry this one around, which is more of a skin healing kind of frankincense, myrrh, lavender, tea tree. Little bit goes a long way with the tallow butters. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this in the pain thing. So this actually stays in here though, because I know how to get to it. So this little bag here is kind of my just odds and ends, but what it has in it is like empty little baggies, trash bags, safety pins, a nail file, that kind of stuff. And then in here, I also keep, these are frequency therapy little discs, right? The reason we don't promote these very often is because I'm not a fan of any other product that this company puts out, except for this singular one. And what these frequency pads do is they help speed healing. This one's empty, so I can get rid of that. I'm down to 1 pack left. That's trash. They're stem cell, basically they activate stem cell production. So they resonate at a frequency that stimulates collagen and stem cell production. So I use them a lot of times for nerve pain. I use them a lot of times when someone's hurt to help them get better faster. I actually use them for my daughter for menstrual pain, all kinds of stuff. And I keep them in here just so that I know where they are and they stay clean from everything else. Okay. Last thing, these go in with all my ointments and salves and butters and whatnot. These are my tools. So you have different shapes. I like to use natural stone. I don't have any that are plastic, so mine are either wood or natural stone. But these are for like myofascial release if you've got a tense muscle or a strained muscle or tendon. I keep these with all my balms and lotions. I also have a pointy one. There's a thick end and a thin end to get into little knots and things and break them up. Okay, so that's always with me. This goes in here. Okay, and then I have these, also a racquetball usually to like roll out if there's stiffness or soreness. I like the little one for bottoms of feet. I have different sizes and shapes of these. Those go in here too. And then last but not least, and that'll go in this one, is my wad floss. And you guys have heard me talk about this, and I actually promoted a post yesterday about an ankle sprain, knees, Baker cysts. We use these. So these wad floss or voodoo floss are also in my Amazon favorites. I use them for compression. You can also use them for like as a resistance band, but what I do is I wrap the injured area with them. These were so handy when Gia sprained her ankle playing volleyball in New Orleans this year. I can't tell you how many ankle sprains I have survived myself because I had these with me, and my essential oils and my Zypleman. But you just never know what's going to happen, and so you just always keep that stuff. I also keep extra digestive enzymes and probiotics with me in case somebody else needs them who is not one of my children, because my kids also have their vitamins and stuff, and when I'm helping somebody who doesn't have access to that stuff, I always keep that. So 1, 2, 3, this is the foundation of my bag. And then I'll add in my essential oils. And then I have 2 more little go bags that I want to show you. I want to put all this stuff back in here so that nothing is missing. So these are for, these actually stay packed like this, so the kids know where they are in a drawer, and they are for if somebody gets a cold or a virus or has an ear infection, because those are things that happen frequently around our house. I don't know if they do at other people's houses, but those are the areas where I like to have everything ready and the kids know exactly what it is and where it is and where to find it. So in here, and again, I have stuff in case somebody isn't one of my kids and they're not taking their vitamins and they don't know. So I have my Cold Calm. I have Benadryl for emergency histaminic issues. I I usually have oscillocum in here, but it's not because I'm out. I have X-Clear nasal spray, which comes in a couple different forms. You can do it like this or like this. Each bag has one, so I have them both ways because most ear infections are linked to sinus infections. So I keep one in each bag. I also have my colloidal silver in 3 forms. So I have the dropper bottle, I have it as a nasal spray, and I have it as a regular spray, which can go on wounds, throat, etc. Then I have my tinctures. So this is my ear oil, which with rosemary and myrrh and that oil, which also contains garlic, that makes up what I use for ear infections. In the virus bag, I keep extra liquid vitamin D, zinc, quick dissolve zinc tablets. I keep herbal throat lozenges. There's 2 different kinds I have. This one just reminds me of my childhood. I keep nasal inhalers with eucalyptus. And you can buy these, you can make them yourself or you can buy them already made. These are in my Amazon store. And then, you know, these are the tinctures, so oregano, etc., echinacea when needed. I keep a quick absorbed sublingual multivitamin with methylated bees in here. Somewhere else. And then if you know me, you know I love Singer's throat spray for persistent coughs and sore throats. So I always have one of their extra strength or professional strength around. And we usually have millions of those, except that my kids' friends have all taken to stealing them because they know they taste terrible and work really fast. And so now I have a million of them all over. And then this is kind of a homemade Vicks vapor rub with essential oils for chest congestion. And then I throw one of the RC, which is a blend, stands for respiratory congestion, in there. And that is our automatic, if you're sick, bag. Okay. I think that I have hit everything on this table except for this. So I do keep an ankle brace with me, just in case I need mobility. Oh, and freeze sleeves. These don't go in my bag, but I would be lost without them. And I do take them when we go places. I'll grab those in just a second. But freeze sleeves are ice packs that your appendage fits inside of. They come in multiple sizes, and so it creates compression and ice all the way around. So they make it for wrists, for elbows, for knees, for ankles. You can put them on a thigh muscle or whatever, and that's why they come in different sizes, because they're good for kids, they're good for adults, they're good for different joints. So we have a whole variety of those. They're awesome. And then this goes everywhere with me. This is my Healy. So this is my frequency therapy device. It's wearable. You can use it with or without the cords and straps. Most of the time we use it without, and whoever's using it, lots of times it's my daughter, just wears it. It will clip to your clothing. You can go in a pocket, whatever. And the app is on my phone, and I just set the frequency. I have the professional version, which allows me to customize the frequency, but there's all different frequency patterns that you can do dependent upon what their ailment is. So like, I'll run a pattern for her for cramps, or I'll run a pattern for her for swelling, or hormones, or mood, or sleep, or stress, or whatever. And all of us use it, but it is always with me, and it has its own special little bag. I think that is everything. Now my table looks cleared off. And I ripped the strap on my backpack, so it's not all going in my backpack until I go buy a new one because I haul all this stuff around all the time, and that backpack gets a lot of use. So that is it for this. I hope that that helps. If you have questions about individual items that you see, go ahead and put them in the comments and I'll tell you. But like I said, most things are linked through my link tree, just in different places. So if you have difficulty finding things, let me know and I'd be happy to help. Have a great day.